With this video, let's begin our introduction to motivation. The problem starts with lack of motivation. So why?
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
Is there a lack of motivation? Usually from pursuing the wrong projects, which is why in this course we spend a long time looking inside yourself to understand what are the right projects, because if we ignite that fire from within, then we're going to find the right projects for us that are going to fulfill us, that are going to motivate us. It's all going to work in sync, all aligned. And there's a very famous book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, where he interviewed the top richest people in the country at his time and asked them, so what made you successful? And he came up with a number of principles. One of the core principles was that you must really want to be wealthy or successful to achieve it, because otherwise you're less likely to pursue it long term, less likely to do great work. You're going to be less into it. So this is not just me talking. This is something that's been known in the success world. People who study in success, they've known this for a long time. So there's two kinds of motivation. There's the long-term motivation that comes from inside you and short-term. Let's talk about the long-term motivation. This is called intrinsic motivation. Comes from inside you. So it's things that drive you. Like maybe you want a family and you're motivated to do whatever it takes to get a family and to raise that family. So it's something inside. Maybe you want to provide for your family, or maybe you just want to be wealthy for yourself, or maybe you want to give back to your community. Something that is always there, and you wake up and you're thinking about it. When you daydream, you're thinking about it. You don't have to wake it up. It's always there, pushing you. On the other hand, there is the short-term motivation, extrinsic motivation, that comes from external factors. Maybe you'll listen to motivating music, and so you'll exercise a little better, but it's just not sustainable. Maybe you'll reward yourself with some dessert after doing better. Maybe you're motivated because you want to avoid some kind of a bad outcome or punishment. So these are just not sustainable. And so after they're gone, the motivation is gone. And the ideal balance is to use both of them intelligently, because the long-term motivators, they're not making us jump out of our seats every minute of the day. They're there, they're motivating us, but we need something from the moment to moment to push us, almost like a personal trainer. If you do 10 push-ups, but the personal trainer is yelling for you, do one more, you'll do 11 and you'll do 12. So you need that balance. The balance is ideal, especially if you know how to manage both kinds of motivation and navigate between the two and use them to your advantage. So that's what we're going to talk about when we talk about motivation, is how to get both long and short-term motivation, and in order to carry you to consistently do the work until you succeed.